Guys, we're sold out tonight. It's for the 600 people at the Orlando Armory. Welcome to episode 5 of All Action Wrestling Local to Global. The Court-Size Company is firing back tonight. We've got some huge names debuting, which we've been having on the board for a few weeks. We've been waiting for their WWF contracts to come up. But in a pre-show bout, I had decent wrestling but non-existent crowd heat. Joseph von der Liger defeated Dave Finlay in 7:44 by pinfall the Liger Bomb. It's 63C, not bad from these two actually. Dave Finley's getting better his gimmick. Jason Liger's getting better his gimmick. The announced quality and the colour comp gave the match a boost. Dave Finlay 50, Jason von der Liger 63, and he's improving in performance from good old Liger. Not bad at all. It's 63C and appreciate about decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Linda Dallas, Luna Von Oka, Medusa defeated Judy Martin, Amy Muscles and Alice Lane. In 6:57, when Medusa defeated Amy Muscles by pinfall the German suplex. It feels weird I can't talk about my other series at the moment because I don't know what order these are going up in. But I know that Mondays is going to be the new day for the weekly series. And Bay, it's going to be, I'm bringing back an old favourite. So wait, you can't wait for that. It's going to be fun. But in an announced quality lifted match, the colour coming together match a boost. Alice Lane 66, Amy Muscles 59, Judy Martin 60, Medusa 47, Luna Von Oak 49 and Linda Dallas 50. Amy Muscles improving in performance and Alice Lane in Rumble. 63C minus. Not a bad match really. 62C. In the feature bout, I've had decent wrestling with Heat, Brian Pillman, Steven Regal. Eddie Guerrero and Bob Holly defeat Chris Benoit, Ken Nakasaki, Mankind, The Undertaker. In 6:19 when Eddie Guerrero defeat Chris Benoit by pin for the Frog Splash. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. Mankind is getting better his gimmick. The colour comp together match a boost. Bob Holly 43, Eddie Guerrero 48, Steven Regal 51. Pillman 67, Undertaker 57, Mankind 59, Ken Nakasaki 41 and Benoit 65. Benoit in Rumble, Taker out of the pack here with flying and performance and Pillman in performance. I will say this now, TNA is taped. Shouldn't have shown you that, that's probably giving there's a little sneak peek of what might be coming. But TNA is taped, here you can see we did one Impact and then I decided a bit of a bonus episode where we're going to have a look at our training ground. And then I showed you, then we did Bound for Glory. So we're ready now. The entire storylines are set up. The brand split is ready to go. We've got 3 full throttle and then a Survivor Series on this episode to book before I can get around to getting that all up and running. But yeah, be ready for that. In a decent pre-show match, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Vader in 7:42 by pinfall the Big Splash. The Ultimate Warrior makes defense number 3 of his AAW United States title. The announced quality and the colour comp together the match a boost. Vader 64, Ultimate Warrior 56, no work improvement 67C+. In a decent pre-show match, Jeff Jarrett and Yokozuna defeat Shawn Michaels and Lex Luger in 7:46 when Jeff Jarrett defeated Shawn Michaels by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Lex Luger's head and shoulders above everyone else. Yokozuna, as per usual, is a weak link. The announced quality and the colour comp together the match a boost. Yokozuna 42, Jeff Jarrett 60, Luger 70, Michaels 54, Luger improving in technical. And then Ron Simmons was here on the one-night deal, but in a decent pre-show match, Jim Nadine Hart defeats Ron Simmons in 8:16 by pinfall there for Flatliner. He makes defense number 4 of his AAW United States AAW Championship match. The match show because there's not enough selling on show. The announced quality and the colour content of the match boost. Ron Simmons 55, Jim Nadine Hart 72. No work improvements, but Ron Simmons one-night deal. And yes, we have got Hulk Hogan. We've also got someone else who Hogan mentions in these promo. You see, I am NWA champion, and I should not be in this stupid little company. Last week I sent you a challenge, Gene, to bring me a champion's worth of his shot at the championship. I've been in the back and the same useless wrestlers, no one excited, no one deserves a shot at me. Sorry, I was a bit late, but the traffic was bad. Did you not see Andre back there, brother? Back there then, brother. You see, I'm going to face you for that title at Survivor Series. You see, Rick, it's a match these fans wanted. You see, for 15 days, me and Andre have been contracted, but we've been waiting for our contracts to finish with Vince. You see, we was here before you. I'm a big star and we're going to fight. Sure, let's do this. To prove I'm the biggest star, than you forever. I'm not doing this for these fans. I'm doing it to get rid of your stupid big head. Woo! I've got to do a woo and I've got to do my brothers. That is your main event of Survivor Series planned. We have had Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan on contract for a few weeks now. We actually we've actually had Ric Flair for a few weeks and what we're letting on. We've been Cult Company now for a few months because we built out quite a few companies at one go, which kind of forces over that margin of Cult because we built companies out So we bought a company out was in the Tri-States, and then we bought another company out which was Jim Crockett Promotions. And because Jim Crockett Promotions was more popular in the region, it put us up to 44 plus, and then the other one put us up into 44 or whatever you need to be cool. And the other company put us up that in our area. So that's how we hit the cult size company. But in above had subpar wrestling in great heat, Rich Bulldogs defeated Road Boys in 7:45. When David Boy Smith defeated Road Boy Hawk by pinfall, the power clean, lifting and diving headbutt. Following interference and demolition smash. During the match we also had demolition action running in attack. Animal. In terms of ring work, Road Boy Hawk was head and shoulders above everyone else. The colour come together match a boost. Road Boy Hawk 96, Road Boy Animal 81. Dynamite Kid 86, David Boy 80. The AAW Tag Team Championship Storylines Advanced segment of 74B-. Road Boy Hawk improving performance. With the Tag Team Storylines advancing tonight. In above our decent match with Dynamite Cheat, Owen Hart defeats Dutch Mantel in 8:24 by pinfall. The announced quality and the colour come together match a boost. Owen Hart 60, Dutch Mantel 65. No working for 68C+. Then we see the Stinger in the back. And he goes, it's time to send a message to this mankind. You see this? I'm the Stinger. I'm going to fight at every opportunity I get, but mankind's in my way of getting my United States title around my waist. I will send mankind packing out of this company. So yeah, it's just saying, I'm going to send him packing. Gets 67C+. But in above had subpar wrestling a little heat. Heidi Lee Morgan defeated Susan Sexton in 7:38 by pinfall. 45D. The announced quality and the colour come together match a boost. Heidi Lee Morgan 48, Susan Sexton 31. No work improvements of 45D. But then we see Jim Nadine Hart in the back, and he just basically gets the living shit beaten out of him by Scott Hall, King Kong Bunny, Bret Hart, 3 members of the Hart Foundation. Not the Hart Foundation, the Bret Foundation, sorry. Then we see Dutch Mantel in the ring, and he goes, you see, this company's full of wannabe heroes, and nobody's getting a chance. You see, I lost my United States to one of these wannabe heroes, Ultimate Warrior. You see, Warrior, very soon you're going to see the real Dutch Mantel. You see, AAW is going on the road to bring the newest, to bring the best wrestlers in the world. But you won't be on it for long, Warrior. This is my time. You stole my championship, and I'm going to take it off you. I'm going to take it off this wannabe hero. So he's saying that Ultimate Warrior is a wannabe hero because of his face paint. Is he also talking about Sting? Is he talking about Japanese Warrior Joseph von der Liger? Only time will tell. But in a decent match, Vladimir Porterov defeats Sting in 7:58 by pinfall the Russian Sickle, following interference from Mankind. Vladimir Porterov is worth his game. The announced quality in the colour come to match a boost. Vladimir Porterov 45, Sting 70. No work improvements, but a nice little match. The Mankind versus Sting Storylines advanced segment 66C+. But in a battle that had good heat, good wrestling, and decent match in the crowd, Scott Hall defeats Rick Rude in 6:27 by pinfall Razor's Edge. Scott Hall and Rick Rude don't click and made for an awkward bout. The colour come together match a boost. Scott Hall 69, Rick Rude 69, no work improvements. And Rick Rude wasn't high this time, which is nice. So Gene's in his office. Truly Blanchard is not meant to be on screen, so I don't know why he is. This, you keep hating. This stuff you're doing, keep hating or saying stuff about Truly Blanchard, you'll be pulled out the King of the Ring and he will replace you. I don't care, okay? I've got enough shit off the Hart Foundation. I don't need off you. Joe just goes, fine, but if I win the tournament, I'll be able to pick an opponent for Truly. 24 hours on the first full trot of the year. Fine, whatever, just get out of my office. Yeah, so basically, Gene's going, if you continue taking the piss out of Truly, you're going to be, you're going to be pulled out the King of the Ring. And, at the moment, the King of the Ring's looking pretty good. With Aiden Donis, Joe Lawler, Kendo Nagasaki and Pillman. Harley and Dave Finlay, Bundy and Michaels, Taker, Sting and Sunshine and Yokozuna. I do realise at some point we'll probably end up hitting a snag where we're going to have to do a triple threat. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. An exceptional match, Truly Blanchard defeated Ric Flair when Ric Flair was counted out fighting Hulk Hogan at ringside. The colour come together match a boost. Truly Blanchard 78, Ric Flair 95, no work press 74B-. And then we see Sergeant Slaughter in the back, and he goes, so King Kong Bunny's coming after me now instead of Davey. Boy, because of Bret Hart. I don't care about the Bret Foundation. I could take you all down in a gauntlet match, but no. I'll show you, buddy, soon enough. He's messing with the wrong man. So Sergeant Slaughter's annoyed that King Kong Bunny's now coming after him. But in a good match, King Kong Bundy defeated Adrian Donis in 8:11 by pinfall with a big splash. It's suffered because there's not enough selling. The announced quality in the colour come together match boost. Adrian Donis 76, King Kong Bundy 61. Bundy in technical and performance, which is what I like to see. I like to see improvements. Being above had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Andre the Giant defeated Kurt Hennig in 7:36 by pinfall, a handful of tights at 74B minus. Andre the Giant debuted his Giant gimmick, got shown a great, and then colour column to go match a boost. Hennig 79, Andre 74, no work improved, 74B minus. Then the Road Warriors and Demolition have a massive backstage brawl using as many weapons as they can get their hands on. And then in a superb match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Arn Anderson in 8:08 by pinfall. During the match, we also had King Kong Bundy accidentally hit AA. Arn Anderson 77, Slaughter 66, no work improved, 74B minus. And then the video plays hyping up the match for Survivor Series, as it's now been confirmed Hogan will be taking on Ric Flair in the main event of the night. In a decent match, Connection defeated Steiner Brothers in 8:22 when Rick Martel defeated Scott Steiner by pinfall. Rick Martel carried the match in terms of ring performance. Scott Steiner was way off his game, so is Rick Steiner. Rick and Tom Zenk showed excellent chemistry team together. The colour comp to give match a boost. Tom Zenk 52, Rick Martel 82, Rick Steiner 55, Scott Steiner 57. No work for 72B minus from the tag team division there, not bad. In an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeats Jerry Lawler in 8:09 by pinfall the Bionic Elbow. The colour comp together match a boost. Dusty Rhodes 85, Jerry Lawler 84. No work improvements. And then Trudy stood on the stage and he goes, no matter who you pick for me to face, if you win this stupid King of the Ring, I don't think you will. So let's do this. Next week, me versus Jerry. I win, I pick anyone but me to take your place in the King of the Ring. If you win, you stay in. And just Jerry goes, see you next week. So next week on Full Throttle, we're going to be advancing the storyline a little bit more, as Jerry Lawler and Trudy Blanchard will be going out at it in the main event of the night. The winner of this match will decide who goes in the King of the Ring. So if Jerry wins, he'll stay in the King of the Ring. If Trudy wins, he gets to pick someone other than himself to go in the King of the Ring. And that could be anyone on the roster. Just saying. In a decent match, the Killer Bees defeated the Rock and Roll, and the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Midnight Express and Demolition in 5 minutes 32, and Robert Gibson defeated Demolition Axe by pinfall with a rocket drop of 68C+. Announced quality lifted the match. The colour comp together match a boost. Demolition Smash 63, Demolition Axe 68, Bobby Eaton 70, Stan Lane 63, Robert Gibson 64, Ricky Morton 61, Jim Bazile 56, and Brian Blair 49. Ricky Martel improving in technical, Demolition Smash in technical, and Demolition Axe in technical. The AAW Tag Team Storylines advance for the segment. A 74 5B minus 5 video of a main event, which is going to see Bret Hart taking on Hulk Hogan tonight. Guess in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Bret Hart in 15-16 by pinfall the Axe Bomb after the distraction from Jim the Dean Hart. Hulk Hogan's getting better his gimmick. Bret Hart 83, Hogan with an 83 as well. So both of these are matching up very nicely. No work improvements, but the AEW Championship Storylines advanced segment and gained heat. And then of course Ric Flair comes out beating down Hogan to the mat, and that's advancing the NWA World Storyline. We end the show tonight with a beautiful, good rating of 80B+. Hopefully we beat Monday Night Raw for the first time. And our series activated yet again. I think my house is haunted. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for another edition of Full Throttle. And we're hopefully going to hear from Hogan and what his thoughts is about being attacked after his match, and what's going to happen with the Bret Foundation. It's all going to play out next week on Full Throttle as we head closer to Survivor Series. Hello everybody and welcome to the Go Home edition of All Action Wrestling Full Throttle. In front of 500 people tonight. We are touring America, so we are going to have smaller crowds than what we're going to have for most of our events at the Hido Falls Armory. But in appreciation about that, decent wrestling below heat, Linda Dallas, Judy Martin and Luna Von Erich in 740. Linda Dallas defeated Judy Martin, Luna Von Erich in 741. Linda Dallas defeated Luna Von Erich by pinfall. Judy Martin carried the match in terms of ring performance. Announced quality and the colour commentary match a boost. Linda Dallas 46, Judy Martin 58, Luna 47. No work improvements. A 56C minus, not a bad rating for our first match of the night. 62 Cena, appreciate about that, decent wrestling but little heat. Dave Finlay and Chris Benoit defeated Juice Thunder Liger and Bob Holly in 7:31 when Benoit defeated Juice Thunder Liger by submission. The announced quality and the colour commentary match a boost. Benoit 63, Dave Finlay 51, Bob Holly 46, Liger 63, Dave Finlay improving in technical. 62C plus, not too bad. In a pre-show about that, decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Kendo Nagasaki, Jeff Jarrett, Vader and Vladimir Poltov defeated the Ultimate Warrior, Brian Pillman, Steve Regal and Eddie Guerrero in 6:31 when Vader defeated Steve Regal by pinfall the Powerbomb of 64C. The announced quality in the colour commentary give the match a boost. Eddie Guerrero 60, Steve Regal 53, Pillman 70, Warrior 52, Vladimir Pertov 49, Vader 66, Jeff Jarrett 53, and Kendo Nagasaki 40. Vader improving in technical, not a bad match at all. In a feature above, had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Rick Rude defeated Arn Anderson in 8:29 by pinfall the Rude Awakening, 72B-. The announced quality lifted the match to colour commentary together match a boost. Rick Rude 66, Arn Anderson 68. No work improvements, a nice little match. Was Rick Rude? No, Rick Rude wasn't high. In a pre-show bout, had decent, great wrestling and decent match from the crowd. Scott Hall defeated Kurt Hennig in 7:54 by pinfall the Razor's Edge, a 72B-. Paul Allen was pretty weak. The colour commentary match a boost. Kurt Hennig 82, Scott Hall 71. No work improvements, but 72B-. You'll notice certain people are getting pushed over the next few weeks. In a decent pre-show match, Son sort of defeated hometown not working wrestler Mr. Stevie Regal. The announced quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Stevie Regal 47, Son sort of 70. Stevie Regal improving in performance. He was here on a one-night deal. You know, I think bringing the wrestler in from the hometown crowd helps. I don't know why, but we're missing a wrestler, so I don't know what's going on there. But here we go, 68C+, as we see the... Why is Scott Steiner in the group? Is it meant to be Scott Steiner or is it meant to be Scott Hall? We see the entirety, including Scott Hall, not Scott Steiner, in the ring. So the entirety of Brett Foundation are in the ring at 68C+, and Brett talks and he goes, this group is the most powerful in wrestling. The Brett Foundation is on top. You loser fans did not start watching till Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Dusty, Ric Flair joined. Why? You see, this company's been tearing it up every week. No matter who it's been, this company's been on fire. You see, Jim and Slaughter won't come out here because they're outnumbered. And this Sunday night in our multi-man tag match, I'm going to send Jim packing. You see, in December at King of the Ring, I'm going to get another shot at Jim. I'm going to bring the AAW Championship to the Hart Foundation. Watch this place tonight, me, Gene. We're going to cause hell for you. Ooh, and we know at King of the Ring, Bret Hart versus Jimmy Dean Hart's happening in the cage. We've also got Dutch Mantel versus the Ultimate Warrior, and we've also got Lex Luger versus Arn Anderson set all ready for that. Let's say not Extreme Rules for a minute. But Survivor Series, you can see we've got the Total Elimination 4v4, which is opening up the night. The semi-main, the main event, and then also we've got Road Warriors versus Demolition. Survivor Series is looking good. But yeah, what the hell are they going to do to me, Gene, tonight? I know, because I booked the show. A 56C- and about that decent wrestling, but little heat. Heidi Lee Morgan, Amy Muscles, and Alice Lane defeated Matilda the Hun, Susan Sexton, and Medusa in 6:34, and Alice Lane defeated Medusa by a pinfall the high knee strike. Matilda Hun was really off a game. Matilda Hun's getting better gimmick, and that's quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Alice Lane 65, Amy Muscles 58, Heidi Lee Morgan 45, Medusa 47, Susan Sexton 32, and Matilda the Hun 35. Amy Muscles improving performance and Heidi Lee Morgan in technical. Not what I wanted, but we'll go with it. In a bout of decent wrestling little heat, Owen Hart defeated Yokozuna in 7:42 by pinfall. 59C, the announced quality in the colour commentary match boost. Yokozuna 38, Owen Hart 64. Yokozuna improving in technical, and Owen Hart is being pushed. And then we see Hulk Hogan and Mean Gene in the back, and he goes, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. You see, brother, the Hulk and Maniacs are running wild through AAW. This Sunday, Hulk Hogan takes the belt off the cocky Ric Flair and shows him a big star. You see, this match put a fire under AAW, brother, and the big stinky Vince is scared of AAW, brother. And this Sunday, he will see why, brother. There's probably too many brothers, but Hulk Hogan did a massive job of in-fighting interactions with the crowds. At the NWA World Heavyweight Storylines advanced segment lost heat. 72B- from Hogan there. Not too bad. In above our decent wrestling with much heat, Shawn Michaels defeated Sting, Mankind and The Undertaker in 7:39. The order elimination was Mankind first, then Sting, and finally Undertaker. Shawn Michaels is now your NWA World Television Champion. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. The announced quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Sting 60, Mankind 60, Michaels 56, Undertaker 55. Shawn versus Tay Storylines advanced segment gained heat, but the Mankind versus Sting Storylines advanced segment lost heat. No work improves, but these guys really are improving since the house show's begun. So there's been a lot of improving on the house shows. Then there's a massive brawl in the back between Arn Anderson and Lex Luger. Then we get in a decent match, the Steiner Brothers defeat the Can-Am Connection in 7:38 when Scott Steiner defeated Tom Zek by pinfall of Frankensteiner. Rick Martel carried the match in terms of ring performance. Tom Zek seen off his game. Rick Martel and Tom Zek have showed extra streaming together. The colour commentary match of boost. Rick Martel looked good out there. Tom Zek 55, Rick Martel 88, Rick Steiner 54, Scott Steiner 60. Rick Steiner improving in performance. But then we see Ric Flair and Gene Okerlund, and he goes, "Sorry, I know I was meant to wait, but Hogan says he's going to beat me this Sunday. Sorry, Hogan, no one's going to beat me. I'm going to kick your ass and show you why I am the NWA champion. You should never be an NWA champion because you'll kill this title, not make it any better. I am the true champion." Woo! Very quick words there from Mr. Ric Flair. In a bout of good wrestling and decent match, the crowd, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the Bulldogs in 7:33 when Robert Gibson defeated Dynamite Kid by pinfall the double dropkick. 74 B-. The colour commentary match of boost. Dynamite Kid 78, David Boy 75, Robert Gibson 66, Ricky Morton 57. David Boy improving in performance. Not too shabby. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Dusty Rhodes in 8:24 by pinfall. Dusty Rhodes getting better his gimmick. The colour commentary match of boost. Dusty Rhodes for 81, Bret Hart 83. No movements. You see why 74 B-. You see why Bret was gonna. Dusty wasn't happy about it, but there you go. So then we see Trudy in the back and he goes, "Next, I'm gonna take Jerry out of the King of the Ring and show him I'm a better man. If he wins tonight, then I am sure he could win this. Gene, I know I should be talking about my match, but just watch your back." And then with that, we get a nice match. In a bout of good wrestling, decent card, Lex Luger defeated Dutch Mantel in 7:33 by pinfall after distraction from the Ultimate Warrior. The announced quality and the colour come together match of boost. Lex Luger 66, Dutch Mantel 69. No work with 73 B-. We then see Bret Hart, Dave Boy, and Dynamite Kid break into Gene Okerlund's office, putting him and then just start blethering Gene Okerlund, leaving him down and out and covered in his own blood in the office. Oh dear. And then we get in a bout of superb wrestling and great heat. Trilly Blanchard defeated Jerry Lawler in 8:27 by pinfall the slingshot suplex, a 74 B-. The colour come together match of boost. Truly 76, Jerry Lawler 84. No working for us, but that means Jerry Lawler's out of the King of the Ring, and what's Julie going to do? I win! Yes! So I'm going into the King of the Ring. Yes, so going into the King of the Ring instead of Jerry, Dusty Rhodes. Good luck, Dusty. So he already had it planned, so now we've got Adrian Adonis versus Dusty. Dusty's kind of got a bye here because he wasn't in the first round matches, and now he's in the King of the Ring tournament. But these guys have had a good break, and next week I think we're going to start getting this finalised. So next week we're going to have these two matches. Adrian Adonis versus Dusty and Kenan Aksayi versus Pillman. The week after will be these two, and the week after will be these two. As we head into, well, we might do a little different to that. So Warrior, I am a fallen hero. Why is Dutch Mantel on screen? He's not meant to be on screen. I'm a fallen hero. I'm a false hero. I'm not a superhero, Dutch. You see, Dutch, I'm the United States champion. I'm going to be a fighting champion. This Sunday night multi-man elimination match, I'll be the last fire. Why? Because I am a hero. A 62C, so really hitting on what Dutch said last week about him being a false idol, a false hero. In a bout of had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Adrian Adonis in 8:26 by pinfall the body slam. There's 74 B-. The colour come together match of boost. Adrian Adonis 74, Andre the Giant 73. No work improvements. Nice little match for these two. But in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated King Kong Bundy in 7:56 by pinfall the big leg drop. The colour come to go match of boost. King Kong Bundy 69, Hogan 85. No work for us, a 74 B-. A video plays hyping up tonight's main event, which gets an 82 B in an exceptional match. Ric Flair defeated Jim the Dean Hart in 1958 by submission after interference from Bret Hart. Ric Flair and Jim the Dean Hart have a great chemistry and showed in their performance. Ric Flair 100, Jim the Dean Hart 75. No worker improvements. The AAW Championship storyline advanced segment and gained heat, but after the match, Hulk Hogan runs in, beating down Ric Flair to finalise their match for this Sunday night. And we end tonight's Go Home TV show with a 79B, increased our popularity in 11 regions with an amazing main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at Survivor Series. We have made it, my friends. We are live tonight with the biggest multi-man match show of the year. It is Survivor Series, and we are live tonight. But we don't have a video package tonight. We're sold out tonight at the Land Over Capital Centre in front of 15,000 people. This is All Action Wrestling. This is AAW Survivor Series 1987. We see Jim and he goes, welcome to this live special pay-per-view tonight. He'll be able to survive at Survivor Series. See Jim versus Brett. Going to be an awesome match. Can't wait. But everybody's here for the biggest match. Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. Genie's going to be out for some time. Up to 2 months. And just goes, this place is a war zone. Tonight is going to be fun. I can't wait. Let's get this underway. And we open up tonight with a special guest. With 2 special guests on loan to us for one night only. As Taz and Marcus Laurinaitis versus the Canaan Connection at 62C. And above our decent wrestling with a little heat. Canaan Connection defeated Taz and Marcus Laurinaitis in 7:55 when Tom Zenick defeated Marcus Laurinaitis by pinfall the Mr. Dropkick. In terms of ring, Rick Martel was head and shoulders everybody else. Marcus Laurinaitis was the weak link. Rick Martel and Tom Zenick showed excellent chemistry teaming together. The Nats quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. The great performance of Rick Martel stood out. Mark Laurinaitis 18, Taz 39, Tom Zenick 59 and Rick Martel 80. No work improvements. We're back in the tri-state area tonight, so we thought we'd give these guys a one-night deal because of everything being messed up, because this was booked before the tag team division came in and stuff. So we'll move on to a 66C plus in about that decent wrestling without much heat. The Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Sting and Juicen Thunder Liger defeated Vader, Mankind, Undertaker and Dutch Martel in 15-16. When Juicen Thunder Liger was eliminated first, then Vader, then Michaels, then Mankind, then Undertaker, then Sting, and finally Dutch. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. The Ultimate Warrior seemed off his game. The announced quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Dutch Mantel 67, The Undertaker 56, Mankind 59, Vader 63, Juicen Thunder Liger 63, Sting 62. Shawn Michaels 54, Ultimate Warrior 49. The AAW United States storyline advanced segment. The Shawn vs Taker storyline advanced segment gained heat, and so is the Mankind vs Sting storyline. Mankind improving in performance and Undertaker in performance, so I ain't complaining. Not a bad match, really. A 66C plus. That match was meant to open up the night, but we changed the card around a bit. And above that, subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Ricky Knight debuts, defeating Brian Pillman in 7:37 by pinfall the pile driver. Ricky Knight debuted his old school heel game, scored straight of average, announced quality in the colour commentary together match a boost. Brian Pillman came out the match looking good. Ricky Knight 23, Brian Pillman 68. No work on improvements. It is his first year in the business, so we got a bit of work with him, but a 49D plus. Not bad for his debut. We are going to be working with him over the next few weeks, trying to get his popularity up. In above our decent wrestling with a little heat, Chris Benoit, Dave Finlay, Jeff Jarrett and Kendo Nagasaki defeated Eddie Guerrero, Owen Hart, Steven Regal and Bob Holly in 14:43 when Dave Finlay was eliminated first, followed by Steven Regal, followed by Chris Benoit, then Eddie Guerrero, then Owen Hart, then Kendo and finally Bob Holly. Steven Regal's getting better at his gimmick. The announced quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Bob Holly 50, Regal 58, Owen 69, Eddie Guerrero 53, Kendo 42, Jeff Jarrett 54, Finlay 54 and Benoit 67. Dave Finlay improving in technical 64C. Not bad from these guys, really. Not bad at all. I'm really proud of that match, actually. Very good, well done. In a decent match, Hennig defeated Vladimir Poltov in a 10 by pinfall the Hennig Plex. 72B minus. I think I'll stick with the juice. My tea's a bit hot. Okay, with the Ribena. Kurt Hennig's getting better his gimmick. The announced quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Vladimir Poltov 48, Hennig 77. Vladimir Poltov improving in performance. Good. And I'm quite proud of 15,000 people. I'm really happy with that. I didn't think I'd sell it out, to be honest, but there you go. Anything's possible. You wait until you see the length of the main events. In above that, decent wrestling with not much heat. Alice Lane, Amy Muscles, Heidi Lee Morgan and Judy Martin defeated Medusa, Luna Von Erich, Luna, Linda Dallas and Matilda the Hun in 15:07 when Luna was eliminated first, then Medusa, then Matilda and finally Linda Dallas. The announced quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Matilda 40, Linda Dallas 44, Luna Von Erich 47, Medusa 48, Judy Martin 56, Heidi Lee Morgan 44, Amy Muscles 56 and Alice Lane 64. Judy Martin improving her performance and Matilda the Hun in performance. So basically the story goes that Vince McMahon forgot to copyright Survivor Series and King of the Ring, which are now copyrighted to us also because they didn't have them as pay-per-views in the game, so they're now copyrighted by us. Before Vince could copyright them, so they are our pay-per-views, basically. Do be aware everybody is used tonight. In a battle, had great wrestling and good heat. Demolition defeated the Road Warriors in 15-24, and Demolition Axe defeated Road Warrior Hawk by a pinfall running clothesline. Demolition make defense number 2 of their AAW tag team titles as 77B. In terms of ring work, Road Warrior Hawk's head and shoulders above everybody else. Demolition Smash was the weakness, trying to keep it with Alice's ring importance. Paul Eller and Diggle work ringside the match because they're not selling on show. Road Warrior Hawk 86, Road Warrior Amos 74, Demolition Smash 62, Demolition Axe 73. Road Warrior Hawk improving performance and Animal in Techno. I'm not complaining about Smash, this guy. At 62 is might look bad because he wasn't as good as all the other 3 opponent people, but at 62 is pretty good for an in-ring performance. We move on to our next match. In a decent match, Yokozuna, the Steiner Brothers, and the Midnight Express defeated Rick Rude, the Killer Bees, and the Rock and Roll Express in a traditional Survivor Series match in 12:56. Rick Steiner was eliminated first, then Scott Steiner, then Stan Lane, then Ricky Morton, then Jim Bazell, then Bobby Eaton, then Brian Blair, then Robert Gibson, and finally Rick Rude. Yokozuna was the weakness to keep up with a performance, but Yokozuna was the final man standing. Rick Steiner sustained a major strap infection, and Rick Steiner sustained a thigh muscle strain. Also, both the Steiners were injured. Stan Lane seemed off his game. The announced quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Bobby Eaton 74, Stan Lane 59, Rick Steiner 59, Scott Steiner 58, Yokozuna 43, Rick Rude 72, Robert Gibson 64, Ricky Morton 60, Jim Bazur, Jim 61 and Brian Blair 59, Bobby Eaton in performance and Brian Blair in Rib Rumble, a 70C plus. And thank you Grizzly Smith for telling me those bits of information. A 70C plus, not bad off those guys actually. An 82B in this one. In above had great wrestling and good heat. Scott Hall, Dynamite Kid and Andre the Giant defeats Dusty Rhodes, Randy Savage and Marty Jannetty, who's here on a one-night deal but will probably be joining permanently in 15:04 when Andre the Giant defeated Marty Jannetty by a pin for the body slam. In terms of ring work, Randy Savage was head and shoulders above everyone else. Marty Jannetty's the weak link. Randy Savage debuted his loose cannon gimmick, Scottish Rainer great. Andre the Giant 73, Dynamite Kid 79, Scott Hall 67, Marty Jannetty 48, Randy Savage 91 and Dusty Rhodes 82. Dynamite Kid improving the Rumble, an 82B. Holy crap, guys. There's a good match and a half. Don't know if Marty Jannetty's coming in more permanently, but he was just here as a throw into this match so that we had someone to get pinned. So no one else, so the other two came out this looking better than they did. And then we have our semi-main of the night in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat. A 77B, Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler, King Kong Bundy, David Boy Smith and Arn Anderson defeated Truly, Adrian Adonis, Sergeant Slaughter, Lex Luger and Jim in 25 minutes 16 when Lex Luger was eliminated first, then Arn Anderson. So it went Lex, then Truly, then Jim, then Sergeant, then Davy Boy, then Jerry, then King Kong Bundy, and finally Adrian Adonis. Adrian Adonis was off his game. Adrian Adonis was getting better. His gimmick, Adrian Adonis seemed off his game. Jim Nadine Hart 74, Lex Luger 64, Sergeant Slaughter 72, Adrian Adonis 75, Truly Blanchard 75, Arn Anderson 68, Davey Boy 82, King Kong Bundy 66, Jerry Lawler 86, Bret Hart 84. All 4 storylines advanced to the second, which is what I wanted. Bret Hart improving performance and Adrian Adonis in performance. Awesome. Then we move on and we see the video hyping up Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan. And then we go into the Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair match. An 81B, I thought I'd get more than that. In an exceptional match, Ric Flair defeated Hulk Hogan in 29 minutes 40 by submission. Ric Flair makes defense number 9 of his NWA World Heavyweight title. Hulk Hogan 91, Ric Flair 88. No work improvements. The NWA World Heavyweight Storylines advance segment gained heat. And we end this amazing show of great wrestling, and I'm really proud of every single one of my wrestlers tonight. But we end tonight with a humongous 77B. Use Jason Vliga far too much on the show. The show increased the popularity in 18 regions. But Ric Flair, I think the problem was we had too many multi-man matches, which kind of, buggers up a bit. But we'll give it to Randy Savage. I need to check that Randy Savage is praised, and praised. Boop, boop, and boop. So thank you guys for watching this edition of AAW. Sorry Survivor Series is quick, but it's mostly wrestling on Survivor Series. There's mostly matches. But hopefully you enjoyed Survivor Series, because I enjoyed it. And I'll see you again very soon with our next episode of TNA.